Welcome back. It is Armor Plated Adam, and today we are going to be covering my 3 favorite Sig M17 upgrades. Now, before we get into them, I will link all of them in the description below. That way you guys can find them if that's something that you are interested in getting for your M17. Also, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment below with any of the upgrades that you guys like that I may leave out here. Again, it's only 3. It's the 3 I've done, and it's my favorite ones. Also, don't forget to like and share with your friends. Now, the first thing we're going to be talking about is the grip. Now, Sig, what they did with the M17 and the P320 system is that they were going for modularity when they developed this. So one of the things that they did was they made this fire control unit, which you can swap out from what the frame would be. Now, on a normal gun, the frame would actually be considered the firearm portion of it. But because they made this fire control unit and they made this the firearm, you can swap out and get new grips without having to do a background check. So as you can see here, this is just the frame and the grip module. It's not actually the firearm. So I got the Wilson Combat one. One of the things that I really like about this is the enhanced and very aggressive grip texturing that's on it. And it's got that on the front and the back. And that really helps and makes the grip just feel that much more comfortable. The aggressive texturing really helps with that recoil management and just makes it much more pleasant to shoot. I also got this in the compact version, which makes it so that a 15-round magazine fits flush with this. However, your 17-round mags will still work. Same with your 21-round mags that the M17 comes with. For example, there you can see that it fits flush, but you can get a 15-round mag if you choose. I have not done that yet. Now, I do use this gun to carry, and I also use it as my home defense gun. So it's kind of an all-around one, and I just leave it with the 17-rounder, and if I choose to, the 21-rounder. Part of the reason that I wanted the compact version was just extra concealability. Right now, I'm carrying it with the 17-round mag. Doesn't seem to be a problem. I might not switch it, but who knows? I probably will. I'll probably get a 15-round mag and put it in there and carry it like that. But for now, I'm rocking the 17-rounder, and it is working just fine. For $50, this, I would say, is a very good option, and I would highly recommend. The next upgrade is a light. Now, for me, since I use this gun as a carry gun and a home defense gun, having a light on it was very important. I want to make sure that I am able to identify targets in the dark, say if there's a home invasion or something of that nature. And also, if I'm carrying it at night and out and about and don't have visibility, I want to be able to turn this light on and identify any threats that might be out there. So this is the TLR1 HL. It is 1,000 lumens, has the momentary on, constant on, and strobe feature. So it kind of covers everything, and it is a solid all-around light that is not too terribly expensive. It comes from Streamlight. Streamlight has, a great reputation. Basically, them and Surefire are like the top two. I went with Streamlight just because it's cheaper. It's about half the cost. The other benefit to having the light on this that I have noticed is that if you are using a double thumbs forward grip like so, it gives you a place to rest your thumb from your support hand. Now, on the original frame and on this frame, if you were going to do that, like you kind of catch this rail a little bit, but it's smooth here, and there's not a lot for you to get purchase on with your support hand. I like to kind of push down with my support hand thumb just to help with that recoil mitigation. By putting a light on here, it gives you a natural place for my thumb to come down on that and hold the light, help mitigate that recoil. So that's another great benefit that I've found with having a light on there. So at the very least, if you're going to do 2 things, I would do the updated grip and get a light on there, because being able to see in the dark, target identification, extremely important. So weapon light, definitely get a weapon light. And last but not least, our third upgrade that I recommend, and it's probably going to be obvious, but it's going to be an optic. The Sig M17 comes pre-cut for an optic, and the optic that it's cut for is the Leupold Delta Point Pro or the Sig Romeo 1 Pro red dots. I went ahead and I went with the Delta Point Pro just because I think it's been around longer, but it's also quite a bit cheaper. And, Leupold, nothing wrong with them. They've got a good reputation in the optics business too. And I was like, what the hell? Let's put an optic on there and see how well it shoots. One of the things that I really like about it is that it's got this big, wide window that makes target acquisition fast and easy. So as I'm shooting at the range, I am able to pick up targets, leave both eyes open, and really see that red dot. It's got many different functions as far as light levels go, and that is simply just pushing the button on top here, and it cycles up and down through them. So it'll go around and come back down and brighten up and go from there. The other thing that's nice about this is that it has a top-mounted battery. Now that comes in handy because no one wants to take their optic off, have to change the battery, put it back on, and re-zero it. With this, you can just spring-loaded door, put a new battery in, close it, you're good to go. It has a shake-away feature, which also has auto shut-off. So very good battery life with this optic, and you are able to set it down, and after I can't remember the exact specifics on how long, but after a certain amount of time, it'll go ahead and shut off to conserve battery. And then once you pick it up and you're carrying it around, it'll sense that motion and it will turn back on. So that way the dot is ready for you at all times. Other pros of this are it has easily adjustable windage and elevation. So just take a little screwdriver and you can click it up, click it down. The changes are very audible and tactile, so you can feel when you are changing each one. And the mounting screws that go on the top here and go directly into the slide are very solid. As you can see, it sits low on the slide here, obviously because it is cut for it. All you do is you take off this back plate where your rear sight was. The optic fits directly in there, perfectly snug and happy and pretty low in there. You can mount other optics on this if you do not want to go with either of those two. However, you will need to get a optics mounted plate. With the plate, it's going to make it sit a little bit higher, but there's some pretty thin ones out there. Outer Impact makes one that I've played around with in the past. That is an option if you want a different optic, or if you have a different optic lying around that you would like to put on this without having to buy either of these two options. Okay, so that does it for my 3 suggestions on upgrades for your M17. Here is the pistol all shaped out and everything. So I've got my light, I've got my optic, I've got my new grip. This right here is the perfect setup. Since I've made this change, I very much enjoy this weapon. And not that I didn't enjoy it before, but this has enhanced my experience with shooting it. And it is just really fun now. It was fun before, but now it is just, it's awesome. Let me know if there's anything you guys like that I did not include with this. Again, I only went with 3. These are my 3 favorites, my 3 takeaways. Didn't really get into any trigger stuff. Don't really feel the need to. But if you guys have done anything different with a different grip, different light, or a different optic that you really enjoy, go ahead. Let me know down below. Like I said, links to all of these will be in the description below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and tune in next time. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, and take care.